Kazooie! battle. Banjo and Kazooie!
Okay. So, coming back on the mic one more time. You already know who it is. Solo on the mic, featuring nobody but this fantastic match that we already have in front of us. Game 3. I have missed the previous 2 games, obviously, but I mean, the fact that I come back to the scene and I see RJ and winners, Zack and losers, even still, he's reading tech rolls and whatnot. Man, great fair. Answers well to the jump right there. RJ in a good position to get the set. I think my man did his studying. He must have done his homework because I do recall that they played the last time and I did miss that. They played last week and I missed that. So, not entirely sure what must have happened in between then. I do know that obviously looking at the graphic at the very least, it shows that, you know, RJ won that first set. But, you know, Zack fighting his hardest to get himself in bracket and win this tournament from the loser side. So they will go back to Town and City here. Obviously, you know, Peach doesn't necessarily have bad stages per se. Town and City giving a lot of space. Oh, reads the tech. Nice attempt. You know, just misspaced it a little bit. The Stitch Face comes out. Lots of damage off the bat. 43, 56% off with a simple combo string because of that Stitch Face. Now it's RJ's turn to respond, and he's got to do it quickly because that damage was huge. Nicely done. He does just that. 84% off the trade. On the one hand, it wasn't looking too hot from at the beginning after that Stitch combo, but at the same time, he has managed to keep himself in the game at all times. That was a dot eyes. Yeah, he had to watch himself there. Great fair landing on top of Zack. Zack not able to respond in that situation. Again, catching him from the float. He was just standing there, man. Went from tiptoeing in his Jordans to creeping on the block. He was willing to wait for the option, but was a little too slow in the response. There's a side B, safe on shield, can't punish that. Fair is parried. RJ not able to find the hit. I did miss a lot of the game plan that came into this, so I am a little curious. Great catch on the dot eyes. We'll send Zack away. Okay, the back air hitting from behind. Yes, it does do that. The back air hitting one more time to take the stock. Nicely done from Zack from converting off with the tech chase read. Starting off with the simple combo, you know, it's very simple, but it's very effective towards Peach having a good reset position. Fair, barely killing across the stage. Stocks are even now, 29% deficit for RJ. Nice follow-up off of the nair. Yeah, this is pretty like, I'm not entirely sure what else to say other than like it's relatively typical play, but I'm trying to look for like the defining read that'll show like whether or not like what'll determine the set more often than not. Wonder Wings back onto the stage. He hasn't been using that from what I've seen thus far. Parries the side B, is not able to punish it though. It's a very safe move. Great back air. What do we got next? Gets back on ledge, gets the get up attack in time, but is at a humongous deficit right now. Is seeking his way back on, does a decent job of it, nearly gets killed off the dash check. The back throw, however, will do the trick. Zack at a very firm advantage right now. Just needs to maintain with what he's got. And I mean, like, this is a game dealt for him. Great usage of the Wonder Wing to keep the lingering hitbox out. I know RJ definitely wanted to get off stage there with that second side B, was just not able to. So now Zack trying to turn up the heat, do a little bit of different combos here. Get tricky with it. Lots of damage off the bat. 50%. That's pretty huge for the lead he already has. All right, just trying to track him down. Gets the up tilt. Sends it right back up again. Juggle situation part 2. What we got? Missed the grab. Up air quick enough to interrupt the turnip and get rid of it at the same time. Has Zack in the corner. Is looking for that final hit. Is able to find it. Gets the pivot grab instead of the grab he was looking for. He had the read. The execution was just off. Grenade comes in to give Banjo a safe passes, but he gets hit by it instead. Great up smash that'll take the stock, 97%. This is the potential last stock of the tournament. RJ with a chance here to take the set over CaptainZack. Let's see what happens. Double back air, looking for the upper, not able to find it. Back throw off stage, the right option for the ledge trap, but goes for the side B, very risky. Recovers high, gets shield poked. Otherwise, not sure if he dropped it there. Gets the back air, trying to set it up into the bomb, not able to do so. Zack doing a great job of keeping the pressure on here. It's only a matter of time before that stock is lost. Alright, just got to do something fast. Zack swinging hard. He knows he's very close to winning this match. Down air off, nearly off stage. Wonder Wings off the stage. Interesting. I wonder what he's going to do with this. Recovers high again, and Zack beats it perfectly. We're going to a game 5 just like that. An errant decision to get back into the same platform. The mix was not there for RJ. He is 1 game away still from taking the set and winning the tournament from winner's side. He just needs to finish. That's all he needs to do, is that he needs to finish. We'll see if he does it or not. Woo-wee. I really walked in on a good one. Y'all must have been having fun watching this one. What's good, y'all? I finally have a chance to talk to the chat for a little bit. I tried to get myself in the game as quickly as possible. I see we got a little bit more people in here. Some names I didn't see earlier. Nevertheless, we're going into the final game of the first set of Grand Finals. Back to Town and City again. He understands it was not the stage's fault. He is going to try his best to get this W. He wants it so badly. And he will do whatever it takes within the means of the game to get it. However, starting off very strongly is Zack here. A solid 35% opening, but not able to continue it. RJ for a short while getting something for himself. Oh, a bit of a misinput. I'm pretty sure he wanted the float cancel back air, but got the short hop instead. Great down, so keeping the pressure on at the ledge. RJ trying to respond from that position he was in. It was a very smart position to take, but he does miss the back air and gets punished heavily for it. 68% in the stock right now. Ooh, waveland backwards, tricky stuff. Grenade in Peach's hand, but keeps the mix coming with an aggressive option. RJ throwing out the grenade instead, trying to get through the turnip, and does just that. Wonder Wing getting stalked out right before the invincibility flames come out. RJ's been a little reckless with that move at times. I wonder if he'll be able to... Oh, tries to cover the roll with the F smash, misses it. Turnip will snipe the stock out. Very nicely done by Zack. Taking the first stock of this game 5. Great up smash to catch the float cancel. What we got next? Grenade isn't able to find the conversion. He was looking for the grenade to hit her to the left, but it hit her to the right instead and completely missed. 41% in his second stock. He needs to make sure that he doesn't take too much damage here because he knows that he needs to get back into the game as quickly as possible. Right here, lots of damage taken. Does interrupt the turnip pull though. What confidence to get around the bomb like that. Speaking of bombs, we got a bomb on stage. Gets the punish and takes the stock just like that. Zack up 3 stocks to 1. That is huge. And keeps the pressure going. Huge ledge trap moment here. It's a multi-hit, can't just parry the first hit. Continues the pressure. Searching hard for this stock, not able to find it just yet. Getting away from RJ's response and still holding on to that advantage very strongly. RJ knowing that he just needs to take the stock off and hopefully he'll get himself further back into the game. Is taking way too much damage here. It's only a matter of time before he loses the stock. If he continues to take damage, even if he does take the first stock, he has to play perfect from this point on. 109%, I don't know. Recovers high, gets on stage. The mix was too strong. Gets the turnip off stage, has to recover again. Side B's on stage. The invincibility does wear just long enough to get the hit. RJ, again, needs to play perfectly for 2 stocks. He is not able to do gets spared, and that'll be set 1 gone. Just like that. We'll see if they take a break or not. I don't know. They may not. That's on them. But Zack, I'm not entirely sure if it was a reverse 3-0, but it was definitely a reverse 2-0. It was a very strong set from both players, but Zack was the strong one in that instance. It did seem that, you know, RJ was sort of having trouble with not only approaching but keeping Zack out when they were in the close quarter situations. Zack would tend to allow RJ to approach a lot more, and was able to play the game, like, even though he was like within the zone, like within striking distance of Banjo, he was like playing away from Banjo and controlling the pace of the game with turnip throws, maneuverability around moves and whatnot. It was very controlled, very skilled movement, and tense stuff, but we have another set to go. Grand Finals reset is on. PS2 is the map of choice. Let's see what happens here. Blue skin is out for RJ. I'm a little curious as to what led him here for the Banjo matchup versus Peach, especially knowing that he does have a very strong Inkling and a very strong Pokemon trainer. Perhaps he just doesn't have the confidence in the other 2 characters. Very strong conversion here. The fair comes out instead of the nair. What could have led to more damage is instead negated by a misinput. Jab on shield, great awareness, knowing that he was out of range of the jab, just jumps right over and tries to get a punish of his own. Again, Zack trying to play the game from his pace at his distance. Great fair, catching him in place, throws the turnip, trying to pressure him off stage even further. RJ in a very rough spot. In the corner, manages to get out, now just needs to misfaces the fair. He was a little too close. Fair once again, here we go, off stage one more time. Great attempt with the turnip in the fair, was not able to cover it perfectly though with the get-up attack coming out. Wonder Wing, punish, Yes, no kill. Turnip will do it once again. So here we go. Stock number 2 for RJ, trying to pump himself up. Can't be sleeping in that. Oh, that Stitch face was close, but not close enough. Double bear. Girl, pull over that ad too fast. Doing too much with that. Down throw one more time. Let's see what the mix is. The up smash comes out, not able to kill. Oh, the upper nearly set up into the grenade. That would have been mad nice if he was able to convert off of it, but was not able to, the height was just not enough. So let's see, 66% in the second stock. Again, same story as the last game. He cannot take too much percent, cannot be too reckless with whatever moves he chooses. Zack, instead, choosing to keep the aggressive boxing game has been really good for him. He's just been really good at fighting in the close range. Great mix-up with the side B, takes the second stock of the game. Zack firmly at advantage. Oh, that turnip option coverage! Very nice with the invincible wondering, once again catching the overtly aggressive option and getting the kill. RJ on his last stock again needs to play perfectly here. Banjo does not have the greatest amount of conversions and is kind of having trouble with the way that Zack has been playing. Like, his playstyle and whatnot has been very hard for RJ's Banjo to really deal with here. Trying to throw out the fair once again. I'm not sure if that was a misinput or not. He's been very, like, he's had those happen at times in crucial matches. So I'm never sure if he really is like trying to go for it, like if sometimes he's really trying to go for a move that's slow going or like it's just a misinput. RJ, that is. Wondering's back to stage. It's 3 more for the stock. But again, this is like, it is the last stock at that. Recovers around all the obstacles on the way up. Looking for the mix, but Zack was too patient. The back air will take the stock, and just like that, game 1 of Grand Finals reset will go to CaptainZack. 4 more games to go. Let's see, let's see. Man, just like, again, the manner of which Zack had continued to wall him out and the manner of which RJ was struggling to approach came as a result of him not being really able to set any sense of tone in the match. Instead, he was playing on the back foot for the majority of the match. He was playing like at a deficit for most of the time, forcing him to approach, and he was not able to do so in the most judicious manner. There were some plays that were like attempted reads, like a misgrab in the middle of nowhere when Zack was in the air. I believe he was in the air after the fact though, so like it was the intent was there, but the read, like, it was just not the right option for the situation. Instead of trying to cover all the options, he covered one. Here we go. It's real now. The Inkling finally comes out. I think this is the first time we've seen it on stream all night. This is, in theory, RJ's best character going to Smashville for game 1. I'm very interested to see how this match turns out. Not entirely sure how this matchup necessarily works. They're both very good characters. Very safe stuff off the bat from RJ, not really trying to risk it too much. Of course, sticking to the game plan of using back air to space on shield. Great job getting a solid, well, a decent conversion at that. You're at 44%. Peach could even that up with one good combo, but the back airs do come out. Down air to back air, nice. Keeping the pressure going, catching the landing with the back air again. Fair, catching the landing for the 3rd time. Turnip is out here. You have to get the coverage right, and he wasn't able to just yet. Great down throw, keeping the conversion going. Parries the fair. What we got next? RJ very quickly losing the lead to the Brawling Princess of Mushroom Kingdom. Ooh, dodged that turnip from below. That was tricky stuff. That angle was real tough to look at. Up throw, up air, not able to connect. You have to be able to get the reset. He was not able to, and now Zack with a strong advantage here. Nice usage of the spot bomb to keep him honest. Turnip Z-drop turnip off the jump. That was so clever. Down smash with the fast reactions. The stock is taken, and RJ with a stock lead right so far, that is. Something to know about this matchup, an interesting facet of Inkling's kit is the fact that Roller, used the splatter shot a little too long. We'll get punished for it. An interesting option from the kit of Inkling is the side B. It does slow down the movement of characters on the ground, but in the case of Peach, does it really negate it that much when she uses full canceling that much to get around it? Nevertheless, first stock of RJ is lost to Zack. Once again, the game plan is crystal clear. At the early to mid percents, RJ is intending to go for the back airs to really play safe as possible. I totally understand it. It's his best option. It's free damage. Is it lame? I mean, I can't blame you if you say that it is, but it's very effective. Sort of like keeping him in the game in a sense. But instead, now the back airs from Zack come out, trying to call out the short hops. Keeping RJ honest as much as possible, making sure that he doesn't really get the pressure out now, because Peach's back air is very quick. The movement that she had, the flow catcher combined, paintbrush, not able to kill just yet. I think it was the fact that he didn't get the tipper hit that you know, caused the kill to not occur. Again, more back airs coming out from RJ, who has really been trying to keep him off stage. Instead, he gets thrown off stage after the fair. Splat bomb hitting Zack as he went for the turnip pole. Another fair. Great stuff, catching the aggressive approach. RJ's been he's been a little errant with that. Tries to go for the side B, isn't able to find it. And then RJ, again, one hit away. Went for the back air instead of the up air. That was his time to shine, and he just was not able to get the kill. Now here we are at the ledge once again. Zack patiently tracking him down like a Terminator. This is no Sarah Connor. Do not let the blonde fool you. She is ready to kill, and she is a killing machine. The Peach 1000 with the kill at 167%. She built like a robot the way she's surviving right now. Down throw into the Nair conversion. Yep, reading the DI well. The advantage is just too strong. All the errant moves that RJ is going for are getting punished left and right. Goes for the back air one more time. Doesn't go for the up air instead. This would be the kill if not for that. Nair at ledge. This will be the stock if Zack guesses right. Once again, lots of buttons coming out here. RJ has to respond. Down throw will not kill just yet. The absolute outer edge of the splat bomb hits, but isn't able to get the kill. Doesn't space the down smash. He was a little off. Gets hit by side B offstage and 211%. Zack in a very firm position to take the game. It's going to be very tough for RJ to bring this back, but the first stock is taken, and here we go. 98%. Not a lot that he can die from at this percent. Down to converting off the ledge here. He's looking for the kill. He knows that he has the opportunity to get back into this game, or rather take the game at that. 51% now. He's really been getting a lot of advantage here. There's the splatter shot that works this time. But he's offstage one more time. He has to guess right. Jumps away from the ferret ledge. Great stuff with the mix. Zack choosing to play slow, letting the ink timer run out as much as it can. You have to recover well. RJ does just that. Gets away from the ledge. Pressure. But he has to be careful. It's one errant hit that'll take the stock hit just like that. It is gone. The momentum from the double jump was not enough to save him from that stock being lost. And CaptainZack takes it. It's up 2-0 now over RJ, who's been putting up a really good fight, but it's just not enough in most situations. Even when he comes back at the last stock, he's at such a deficit that it's very, very difficult to really make the comeback. And unless that clutch scene is at 100%, I don't know if you're really going to be getting it, if you know what I mean. So, Pokemon Stadium 2 is still the pick. I do feel as though he'll probably go with the same character. I see no reason to switch the character. It was working, and he was slowly adapting to what the situation called for. I think he's closer and closer. He just needs to get better momentum on the first and second stock and not have to worry about the third stock as much. So, third game of the set, potentially last game of the set. This is, tournament. This is tournament game for Zack if he wins this. Double back air does connect there. RJ keeping the back air pressure very, very real. He's doing the best to keep the safest pressure he can possibly give on Zack's block. Nice uses of the turnip to keep the mix coming. My man with the advantage state, trying to go for the S-Trash to get to the landing, not able to do so. Eats a lot of percent for it. Zack's Peach bringing it back just a little bit more time and time again. Isn't able to find the reset there though. Great jabs. What we got next? Nair 1-2. What next? What next? Looking for the down smash, unable to find it. Zack instead getting around it barely. I love the idea of catching the high option from Zack potentially by using the higher up airs. Zack barely. That was a float hop cancel around the roller. That was so fast. You think you'd miss it if you blink, but blink like that, the stock is gone. RJ taking the first stock of the match. He's been playing much more solidly in this game. I think it was the skin change, honestly. Nair 1 is able to convert, but Zack is able to DI out of the second hit. He is very aware of that. He's aware of that. He ain't falling for that anytime soon. So I do think that RJ should start adapting by using upper 1 or upper 1-2 instead. Up throw? No, does not get it, if at all. Great usage of back air to keep the wall out consistent. Gets the side B on the roller. It goes above the roller hitbox and hits Inkling instead. Great usage of the movement to get away from Zack's coverage. Zack was looking for the option towards center stage. RJ instead air dodging away. Looking for the down smash. I understand the option, trying to catch a landing. The splat bomb sending Zack off stage. The turnip sending RJ under the stage. F throw? No, isn't able to find it. The mash was strong AF. Again, the pressure was real with that back air recovering the roll, and instead getting back on shield just like that. RJ recovering from mad deep just like that. Oh, went for the errant fair, was not able to find the stock. He had the opportunity to do so, but that was his first stock being lost. Zack at 115% now. It's really his game to make the comeback in. Back air F2, interesting. Gets the down throw back air now. And these conversions, these hits are really starting to add up for Zack the more he continues to press on against RJ. Love the idea of using the spot on the cover roll distance. He's got to watch the uses of air. Zack is starting to slowly but surely adapt to it more and more and more. Love that usage of the movement in the center stage to really pressure RJ into staying into one spot, controlling the center of the stage and not allowing him to. Oh, up air one, isn't able to get the grab, gets the jab instead. Trying to cover it safely in case he doesn't get it. That won't kill anytime soon, even at 180%. Zack at the verge of bringing this back. Down smash off the ledge, not quite doing it. Gets hit by the turnip on purpose, but it isn't enough. He wasn't set at the right angle, and a huge stock swing for Zack here as he now has tournament stock on the line. This is his match to lose. He's at 187%. He's played fantastically to get here, but the back throw is not enough to kill, barely. 203%. Inkling has had very much, like, it's been said time and time again, Inkling has a lot of trouble killing if they do not get their setups. So we see it here right now. It's being proven true. The back air finally takes the stock there. Last stock situation, again, tournament stock still for CaptainZack. RJ getting a pretty decent conversion at 20%. He just needed another hit to keep it going, but wasn't able to do so. Dot eyes are out and ready to play. Zack looking for more, double back air, trying to go for the downer again, but instead Zack responds in time. It's slowly turning into Zack's favor. It was even before, but Zack is really catching on to the movement, is responding very well. Fair once again to catch the jump. 99%, a fair at ledge will probably do it, but RJ going for it all is not able to find it. Back throw keeping him off the stage, right option, just needs to follow it up right. Gets the back air, no, does not get the back air, it doesn't even hit. It was just the wrong angle, I assume. Back air from Peach now, this is Zack's game. And that'll do it. Zack taking the second set 3-0 after a 3-2 grand final set 1. Excellent stuff to him. He remains triumphant in his tournament streak and is not looking to fall anytime soon, despite the fact that RJ did take the first set of the first set between these two.